They were allowed to visit each other's cells. When Sweat was briefly stripped of his honor status due to the Mitchell affair rumors, Matt leveraged his influence with Officer Palmer. Using his 27 years of seniority, Palmer advocated for Sweat, eventually getting him moved back to the honor block, specifically into cell 623, right next to Richard Matt in cell 622. The team was reunited. The escape began as a series of loyalty tests. Richard asked Mitchell for simple items first: gloves, reading glasses, promising paintings in return. Once she crossed that line, the floodgates opened. She began smuggling in cayenne pepper to throw off dogs, coffee, and contraband. But coffee doesn't cut steel. David Sweat knew they needed hardware. Mitchell began making trips to Walmart, paying cash to avoid a paper trail. She bought hacksaw blades, chisels, and punches. To smuggle them in, she hid the blades in the bottom of a tote bag. Inside the prison, the men prepped the tools. They wrapped the ends of the hacksaw blades in heavy cloth secured by rubber bands to create makeshift handles. They were ready to work. The physical labor was grueling. Located at the back of their cells were steel plates leading to a utility corridor. Night after night, they sawed. To mask the sound of metal grinding on metal, they timed their work with the prison's rhythm. They worked only when the cell block was loudest, usually when inmates were screaming at televisions or cheering during domino games. They placed cellophane tape on their bed legs to prevent squeaking when they slid the heavy bunks aside. Officer Palmer, unknowingly, became their lookout. When he brought Richard illegal ground beef or alcohol, Richard would engage him in loud, boisterous conversation. This was the signal to Sweat in the next cell. Stop sawing. The guard is here. It took Richard Matt, aging and out of shape, nearly a month to cut a hole in his cell wall. The younger, athletic Sweat